Hello and welcome. I'm Lori from Sunshine Creek Chalk Creations, and today I'm going to show you how to ink a pillow from Couture. The first thing that you do is you take it out of the package and you iron it. Here's the zipper part, and you need to use one of these ink mats. You can purchase these at Couture. And what this ink mat does is it has a tacky side that the material sticks to, so that as you ink, the material doesn't move. Also, it prevents it from leaking through the material to the other side. So today I'm going to do this transfer. May our home overflow with warm memories and laughter. When I use the transfers on this canvas, which is nice canvas that this pillow is made out of, I don't need to fuzz it because I want it to stick so that it doesn't leak. So I am just placing this on the pillow. I've got my ink mat in. I want to make sure I get it nice and centered. So I just lay it down there, and then I like to check it with my measuring tape. Seems like I need to go this way just a little bit, so I'll double check. Looks like it's pretty good. You may have it. That just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm ready just to make sure I get it pressed down everywhere, that there's no bubbles, that the ink can leak under. I'm using this Chalkology ink. It is permanent ink, and the color that I'm using today is Black Velvet. You have to be very careful when you're inking so you don't get it on your hands and accidentally touch outside where you don't want the ink. Also, you don't get it on your fingers and touch it somewhere. Some people tape a little edge to protect it. I've found that I can really ink carefully and generally not get it anywhere. I do have some paper towels handy so that if I need to wipe my fingers off, I can. And so let's get started. Oh, I have my little squeegee and my little stirrer. I just like to always have one of these little trays. All of these are available under accessories, as well as the ink mat. Here's what the ink looks like. I have found that I'm pretty good just putting some on there and working right from the jar. I work fairly quickly. You want to make sure that you go in one direction as much as possible, that you don't push down too hard, but you have to make sure that you get enough ink to get a good coverage. So I'm working fairly quickly here. I'm also working very carefully not to splatter any ink where I don't want it. I want to make sure you get the little tiny letters covered. Right now I'm just kind of scraping off the excess into my jar. Just have to finish these little letters here on the end. Make sure I get a good coverage. And I can scrape off my extra right back into that jar. And I'm going to leave my lid off my jar because I may need to, as I pull it up, I might see that there's some places that I need to get a little better. So, it's going to start to pull up, and as I pull up, I'm just going to look, and like that R needs just a little bit more. Just looking as I go to see if I have to push it back and get any more coverage. Looks like it covered quite well. Maybe that W needs a little more. Okay. Alright, so now you can see how this transfer looks. I'll take this transfer to my sink, and I have a board eraser where I will scrape it off and under water and get that right off of there, and I'll be able to use this transfer from 10 to 12 times. For now, I'm just going to set it right back on its little paper, the shiny side up, and set it out of the way. This is one that I had that I made the other day, and it's already set overnight, so it's dry, and I just need to set it. And I'm going to put my iron on kind of high heat. I have this parchment paper. I'm going to spread over the design so that it doesn't get anything on my iron. And I just hold it and kind of iron in circles. And I have to do four minutes on one side. And then I'm going to turn the pillow inside out and do 4 minutes on the other side. Okay, I have been ironing this for 4 minutes, just moving back and forth. And again, I'm doing this with this paper to protect my iron, and I'm doing it to set the permanent ink. So this pillowcase can be washed, and that's one thing that's really nice about it. So after I set one side, I need to turn it inside out. Okay, so I've been ironing this for 4 minutes. I've set both sides of this pillowcase, and I'm just going to turn it inside out. This is the one I just did. It has the ink mat still in it. See, that ink mat is still in it, and it's wet, so it's going to dry overnight. This is the one that I did the other night, and it has dried, and I have heat set it, and I'm ready to put a pillow insert in it. This is a pillow that I did the other day. It says love grows best in little houses, just like this. So I used the black velvet. I did the same procedures. One thing I did different was I took my Derwent permanent ink colored pencils, and I just colored in the little rose and the flowers to add color. This is what the insert looks like. And what I did to make this is I just measured the outside of the pillow cover, and I used a sheet and cut out the material and sewed it and stuffed it with some stuffing from Walmart and sealed up the edge. So this little insert could be used in this pillow. I could also, if I had one of these inserts, I could change out my decor periodically and just store my covers and have one insert. So there you go. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you had fun learning how to ink on a lumbar pillow from Couture. Have a great day.